guys, this is going to be an instructional video of how to do a backwards modern dance roll. Now before we start doing anything, I want to remind you guys that when we do these backwards rolls, we never ever go over our neck or our head. We always go over our shoulders. Now, when you start to practice this, if you have not done a backwards roll before, some things to think about. When you start to initially do your very first one, you're going to feel like you just naturally want to go over one specific shoulder. For me, it's my right shoulder that I like to go over. So feel that, and that's what's going to help you really make sure that these rolls happen. So again, when you start to do these rolls, feel whichever shoulder your body just naturally wants to lean towards to go over as you're doing these rolls. Now, like I said, we never ever go over our necks or heads. Is always pure shoulder as we do this. Now, I've been doing backwards rolls for a long time, so I can just do them right here on the hard floor. But if you're doing these for the first time and you need a softer surface, put down some couch cushions, do this on a rug, and that's going to just help take some of the pressure off of your shoulders. Also, the more that you guys use your hands to assist with your roll, the more pressure it's also going to take off of your shoulder. So I've got a little smaller space here, but I can absolutely make this work to help show you guys how to do a roll. Really what you want, I'm going to do my rolls this way, but again, I know how to control my rolls so that I know I'm not going to crash into the wall. But you want to make sure you have enough room lengthwise. If I filmed it this way, you just wouldn't be able to see my rolls as well. So just look for a longer space as you practice these. Now I'm going to start sitting down. And like I said, you're going to want to naturally just go over one shoulder. I'm a righty. I don't know how much it goes because I write with my right hand that I go over my right shoulder. For some people, it may vary. Now, when you get into this, you want to use the momentum of you sitting down and rolling back to help get your body over. Now, as you do this, you're going to go onto your back, and I go over my right shoulder. So I'm going to keep my right hand flat on the floor like this. And my left hand is going to flip and tuck. I'm going to spin around this way so you guys can see for a second. It's going to flip so I can push into my hand. I almost say it's like a waitress carrying a tray, big tray, and you're pushing into the ground this way. So these two hands onto the floor is what's going to help you do your backwards roll. So here I am with my one arm nice and straight. My other arm is tucked. Now I'm going to use my knees to pull in and pull myself back. Now, as you do this, you don't want to send your feet up into the air, but rather send them straight back. If you send your feet up, your legs are going to come crashing down, and you're going to slam your feet into the floor more. So you want to control this more by sending your feet straight back. So here I am. I'm going to use my hands, and I'm going to use the pull in of my legs to send my feet up and over. Now, here I am. I'm on my right shoulder. Now my feet are on the floor, and I'm just going to simply slide. You can see my head is free here, and I'm on my right shoulder, and I just simply uncurl. So let me do this again. Now going from sitting up is a little bit easier, you just have more momentum this way. So again, I'm going over my shoulder, my right arm is straight, my left arm is tucked, and me pushing into my arms as well as pulling my knees in is what's going to give me the momentum to roll back. So here I am, I'm going to just roll and set my feet straight back behind me. Notice my head is free, I'm on my shoulder, and then I just simply uncurl. Now, if you are a lefty, well, the opposite thing happens. You're going to keep your left arm nice and flat on the floor as you go over, and your right hand is the one that's going to be almost carrying that waitress tray and push yourself back. Now, if you've been doing some of these rolls for a while, there's lots of variations that you guys can do. Get creative, discover new things. Let me just show you a couple of different rolls that you guys can do. So once you start getting really comfortable, again, making sure you just go straight back, don't send your feet up in the air and come crashing down, making them nice and smooth. So some variations. You can go straight onto your feet and slide out to your stomach like I was just showing you, but you can also keep your knees tucked into your body and then be able to pop right up very quickly. I use this a lot within my choreography. There's also other slides, like putting one foot down and doing what I call a vertical split. You'll see this also in my choreography a lot, where if I'm going over my right shoulder, I'm going to put my right foot down, but reach my left toes up to the ceiling and then slowly lower down. So here's an example of that one. So I'm going to roll over, kick my feet up, here's my left foot up in the air, my right foot's down, and then I just simply uncurl. So let me show you that one nice and fast now. So again, I'm going to set my left foot up, my right foot straight back behind me as I split down. There's also a horizontal split that you guys can do depending on your flexibility within your hip joint. I've used this one in the past where you're going to split your feet out this way and you end up sitting on your bottom. Some people have to walk their hands up and over to then eventually get their bottom to the floor. Myself, I can just have my legs straight down. So here I am. I'm going to go straight back, but send my feet out into a split this way. So there's lots of different variations of doing a backwards roll. So let me just walk you through a basic one more time. But remember, we always, always, always go over our shoulder and never our neck and our head. So here I am, using your momentum, sending your feet straight back, using my hands to help take some of the pressure off of my shoulder. Right hand down, left hand here because I'm going over my right shoulder. Other way if you're a lefty. So I'm going to roll back, use that momentum, pull my knees in to then just slide right out. So that is a great little tutorial on how to do our basic modern dance backwards roll. Some of you guys know this. You can use this as a practicing opportunity. Some of you guys have never done this, never seen this. Well, be careful, be cautious, make sure you have some cushioning underneath yourselves, and then you guys can do your own modern dance backwards rolls. I hope you have fun.